Hey, it's Thursday, December the 11th, 2025. My name is Tom, and this is your Ready Core Daily Brief. On today's show, real strength isn't about being the strongest. It's about standing steady with the people around you. First, let's get you up to speed with the latest from the ASAT team and a daily sit rep.
This is your AmCon Daily Sit Rep for December the 11th, 2025. Up first today, tragic news from Rhode Island, where Grammy-nominated musician Roderick McLeod was killed while walking his dogs. McLeod was struck by a vehicle on Route 128 in the early morning hours. The driver, Shannon Godbout, has a history of over 100 arrests and numerous traffic violations. This incident underscores the importance of situational awareness when near roadways. Always stay alert, avoid distractions like phones or loud earbuds, and make sure drivers can see you. In other news, the Department of Homeland Security is moving towards scrutinizing the social media accounts of foreign tourists before allowing entry into the United States. This measure is part of efforts to enhance national security in line with an executive order aimed at preventing threats from individuals who may intend to commit terrorist acts or pose risks. The new requirement will include social media history for the past 5 years as a mandatory part of the electronic system for travel authorization application. Turning to international affairs, the Trump administration has seized a sanctioned oil tanker off the coast of Venezuela. The tanker was involved in transporting oil linked to foreign terrorist organizations. This action by U.S. officials could impact global oil markets and constrain Venezuela's oil exports, which are significant to the country's revenue. Markets reacted with a rise in oil futures following the seizure. The legality of this action is supported by U.S. law concerning sanctioned vessels. On the weather front, Washington state has declared a state of emergency due to a powerful atmospheric river causing historic flooding. Major rivers are reaching near record levels, with several mandatory evacuations in effect. The flooding has prompted road closures and rescue operations, and more rain is expected in the coming days. Residents in affected areas are urged to heed evacuation orders and avoid driving through flooded roadways. The National Guard has been activated to support relief efforts. Lastly, be aware of ongoing protests and potential civil unrest around the country. With the busy holiday season, many public events and demonstrations are scheduled. It's essential to remain vigilant, know your surroundings, and have an escape plan if attending any large gatherings. Report suspicious activity to authorities, and when safe, inform the RISAT team. Today's weather summary. The atmospheric river over the Pacific Northwest will begin to subside today, but flooding and landslides remain a serious threat. Arctic air is moving into the northern plains, with temperatures dropping into single digits by Friday. Lake-effect snow is active around the Great Lakes, and moderate to heavy snow is expected in the Mississippi Valley and central Appalachians. Much above-average temperatures will continue across the western and central U.S. Exercise caution in all affected areas. There are several upcoming events for members over the next few months, including various Ready Core meetups and campouts. Notably, the Broward County, Florida chapter will host a monthly meetup with a barbecue in Sunrise, Florida on January 13th. Further details and more events are available on the American Contingency events calendar. Members can access the American Contingency members-only site to get the full report and more in-depth analysis of today's stories, along with practical preparedness tips, training opportunities, and resources to help you, your family, and your neighborhood stay crisis ready.
We all know that one person who just seems to handle everything. Never flinches, never falters, always has it together. I've been called that a time or two, and maybe you have too. But here's the truth. That kind of image, that Leonidas standing at the past version of preparedness, looks great on a movie poster and wears you down fast in real life. Nobody can hold the line forever on their own. Preparedness was never meant to be a solo act. Sure, personal responsibility matters, but so does connection. I've had seasons where I carried too much alone, and even though I managed, it came at a cost. Energy, focus, peace, wellness. What I've learned is that sharing the load isn't weakness, it's wisdom. In fact, it's one of the most practical forms of preparedness you can practice. When we talk about community assistance groups or neighborhood teams, this is why they exist. They're not just tactical networks, they're human networks. People who show up, who lend gear and time, or even just a listening ear. When one person wobbles, someone else steadies them. That's how real resilience works. Being steady doesn't mean being unshakable. It means knowing when to lean on your people and when to be the one they lean on. Leadership is just as much about receiving as it is about giving. So today I want you to reach out to one person in your circle who's carrying a lot. Check in, offer help, or just listen. And if you're the one who's heavy right now, let someone else help you for a change. All right, tomorrow we'll wrap up the week with 5 bullets on staying steady, practical ways to hold your ground and recharge your strength. Hey, thanks for listening to the Ready Core Daily Brief. If you're already a member, that's awesome, and I appreciate it. Make sure you check out all the resources available on our members-only platform. And if you're not a member yet, it's really easy. Just head over to AmericanContingency.com and join the network to start building your steadiness today. I'm Tom Rigsby. Stay alert, stay ready, and I'll talk to you again tomorrow.